Howdy folks, welcome back. Today, more 243 Winchester with the RCBS 24495. These are powder coated, gas checked, and today we're testing out some Hodgdon Trail Boss. We're going to be starting at 13.3 grains and moving up to 15.3 grains in half grain increments. I'm not worried about catching velocity data yet. We're just going to do these 5 groups and see if we can narrow in from there and see how this compares to our previous success with red dot. So here we were getting sighted in. This was 10 shots confirming the red dot 9 grain charge. We have no gas checks and a very light crimp on those with the large pistol primers there. So at 50 yards from outside to outside of our largest 2 points there, we are right under an inch, 0.950. If we take out this one flyer there, looks like we can bring that down to about somewhere right around 0.9. But then if you take out your bullet diameter, 243, looks like we're sitting at about 7/10 of an inch, which is about as good as we've been doing previously. So red dot confirmed. That load right there is a nice winner, and we're going to back it up to 100 and do some steel plinking with that later on. But anyways, on to Trail Boss. So I've got 5 shots for each charge weight, and we're going in the top left corner here. So let's get to it. So here were our first 7 shots. I had 2 extra pieces of brass and I felt like just loading them up with the minimum charge. But we've got 7 shots here at 50 yards, and that's looking like a horrible 2 inches there. Of course, you can take out the bullet diameter, but we're still at like 1.8 or something around there. So definitely not great performance with our 13.3 grain charge. Alright, so we're on our second charge here. We're up to 13.8 grains. So let's see if increasing our powder charge is going to shrink that group a little bit. I think I spot our hit. We might be a little high. These are going way high. We're going to have to make a little shift here. Yeah, I've made a few adjustments. Hopefully this will get us on the paper, and we'll get 3 shots to measure. Well, that got us on paper. All right, well, that's not looking good, but we got 3 of them on the paper there. Let's go take a look at that, and we'll be right back. So here we have 13.8 grains of Trail Boss. We had to make some adjustments on the scope because we weren't on the page. We had 2 shots up here, and they were probably an inch apart on the plywood backer there. And then we made some adjustments down, and we still had 3 of them looking like that. So again, probably 2 inches there. Yeah, we're looking at 2 inches for the 3 we got on the page. Not good at all. All right, guys, our third group now here on the center dot, 14.3 grains. And this one strangely has a sooty neck, even though we've increased our charge and the lower charges were not dirty. Let's see if that continues or if that first case is a fluke. So I said that first case was a little sooty. It's not really as bad as I was making it out to be, but let's go check out target number 3. So here's the third group. We had some pretty crazy vertical stringing there, and this is probably the worst yet, over 2 inches now. We're looking at roughly 2.3 inches here. That's not good at all. All right guys, fourth charge, 14.8. All right, let's go check out that target. All right, so our fourth charge here, 14.8 grains of Trail Boss. We've got 2 touch and low and 3 of them up here. So this is looking a lot better. Kind of seems like we have a double grouping effect kind of happening here. And the spread on these 5 shots, roughly 1.2 inches there. So either human error or still double grouping with that powder charge. And that's the best of the day so far. All right, let's go check out that last group. All right, finally, 15.3 grains of Trail Boss. That was a fairly full case. So you can see once again the double grouping sort of happening. We've got 3 lower and 2 high this time instead of 3 high and 2 low. So it seems like it's still somewhere in between where we want to be with this. And based on where we were with our case fill, I think 15.5 is probably our maximum charge. And I don't think 2/10 of Trail Boss is going to significantly tighten this up a whole lot to bring us down to where this one is. But again, about a 1.3 inch group, so roughly the same as our fourth charge. But you can see quite a point of impact shift. Both groups low here, and then both of them move up, and one's even to the right a little bit there. So not a great performance here from Trail Boss, but now we do have a little bit of data. We were not collecting velocity, so these were gas checked. Slightly factory crimp die just to close up the case flare, and nothing out of the ordinary. We were using the Unisgenix large pistol primers, which work just fine for our red dot load. So Trail Boss, very erratic. We're not going to be wasting any more of that with the 243 Winchester, so we can go ahead and check this one off the list. And on to the next powder. We have a few choices. We can do some 2400. We've got some 4227, some 700X, and Unique, I believe, are our remaining choices. So let me know what you guys want to see next with the RCBS 24495 in the 243 Winchester. We're going to keep loading up some of these just to have on hand because it's fun to go out and be able to shoot nice groups when you want to. So we'll keep using this to compare to, and we will move on to the next powder. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Make sure to swing on over to dummyroundreloading.com. So thanks for the support, guys. We will see you in the next video. Have a good one.